Driver, pull over. John looked at me. I looked back at him. Neither of us had any idea why. We had only just left the airport. For the first time in 3 years, I was home. Lagos traffic was exactly as I remembered. Busy, loud, alive. I smiled to myself. Home. Then, a police officer knocked on the bonnet. Another walked to my window. Step out of the car. I frowned. Officer, did we do something wrong? He didn't answer. Instead, he repeated himself. Step out. There was something about the way he said it. He wasn't shouting. He wasn't angry. He simply spoke like someone who wasn't used to being questioned. I stepped out. What are you coming back from? London. What were you doing there? I work there. What kind of work? I'm a civil engineer. He looked me over. My trainers, my watch, the backpack on my shoulder. Then he looked at another officer. Search everything. Within seconds, my suitcase was open. My backpack was on the bonnet. Someone had my passport. Someone else had my laptop. Another officer had somehow unlocked my phone. I took a step forward. Officer, with all due respect, what exactly am I being searched for? He didn't even look at me. Instead, he picked up my laptop. Where did you get this? I bought it. With whose money? My salary. The officers exchanged glances. Then one of them laughed. You people think because you travel abroad, you can come back here and fool us. I blinked. I honestly thought he was joking. He wasn't. John finally spoke. Officer, we've answered every question. The officer turned sharply. Did anybody ask you to talk? John went quiet. I could see the fear in his face. And if I was honest, I was beginning to feel it too. Not because I had done anything wrong, but because I realized being innocent wasn't helping. Almost 30 minutes had passed. Cars came, cars went. People stared. Nobody stopped. Finally, one officer folded his arms. Both of you are coming to the station. My stomach dropped. The station? For what? You'll find out when we get there. I closed my eyes for a second. Then I asked quietly, Officer, may I make one phone call? The officers laughed. One of them actually smiled. Go ahead. Call whoever you want. I nodded, stepped away, and dialed. Dad. He answered immediately. Son. I swallowed. I'm okay. Well, I think I am. I explained everything, from the checkpoint, to the search, to the station. When I finished, there was silence. Then he said only one sentence. Stay where you are. The line went dead. About 10 minutes later, 2 police vehicles pulled up. The atmosphere changed immediately. Doors opened. A gray-haired senior officer stepped out. Not in a hurry, not shouting, just calm. The younger officer stood up straight. Sir. He nodded once, then looked at me. You must be Yusuf. Yes, sir. I'm sorry you've been delayed. He turned to the officers. What happened here? One officer cleared his throat. Sir, we suspected you suspected. The senior officer nodded slowly. Were you respectful? Silence. I asked a question. No answer. Then one officer spoke quietly. Sir, we may have raised our voices. The senior officer looked at me again. When I arrived, what did you call him? Silence. He looked back at the officers. Before I arrived, what did you call him? No one answered. So he answered for them. Boy, wasn't that it? Nobody spoke. Then he took one slow step forward. His voice never changed. If this young man needed someone important to make a phone call, before you remembered he deserved respect, then you've already forgotten why you wear that uniform. The road became completely silent. He pointed gently toward me. You don't protect important people. You protect Nigerians. all Nigerians. John and I got back into the car. Neither of us spoke for several minutes. The city carried on as though nothing had happened. Street traders shooted, downfall buses squeezed through traffic. Motorcycles disappeared between cars. Life continued. Eventually, John sighed. Olga, thank God your father knew somebody. I looked out of the window, watching Lagos pass by. Then I smiled. Not because I was happy, because I realized something. The saddest part, I said quietly, is that someone else's son might stand at the same checkpoint tomorrow and never have a phone call to make.